What is up everybody, Finn here from Tabletop Gamers, and today I'm going to take a look at a game called Banished. It's been a while since I've played anything in relation to strategy kind of games, but this one kind of caught my eyes and I was like, this seems alright. You've got to control a group of settlers, and basically you've got to set up shop and you've got to expand and take them through the different ages as far as I'm aware. Now, I played a lot of strategies when I was younger. I played games such as, well, Warhammer. We played other games such as Civilization. But I haven't played them, let's say, for a long time now. This one seems very promising. This is something I wish to do. I don't know whether I'm going to do a series on it or not yet. I'm going to just have a quick look at the tutorials and see where it goes, but let's start it off. Let's click on tutorials anyways. And the first tutorial is getting started. As the same as every new game, you've got to actually go through it and learn all the controls. They're pretty straightforward, like, but we're going to need to know basically what is the beginning steps and how the game actually functions. So let's click on get started and let's learn the basics of the game, then we can jump into it, because as you can see, there's getting started, survival, food population, trading. So that's all part of this game. So let's go and see and take a look at our little settlers who are basically stranded, and let's basically try to keep them alive as long as possible. I think that is the game. If they all die, you never know, you might actually fail. So, alright, welcome to Banished. In this game, you control a group of exiled travelers who decide to start their lives in a new land. You'll have to help them survive. Click the next button to continue. So, at any time during the tutorial, you can access the options menu by pressing escape or clicking on the button down there. From the options menu, you can save and load your progress, change settings, or exit the game. First, get familiar with moving around the landscape. You move the camera around by pressing W, A, S, and D. You can also move the mouse to the edges of the screen to move the camera. Try it now. Right, so there we go. Pretty straightforward, and the graphics look quite nice actually for a strategy game. It does look really nice. The world looks quite big as well. So let's kind of, oh, how do we get right there's where settlers, right. So you can rotate the Ultimate Q and A, or by holding the middle mouse button and dragging, right? Well, that's pretty straightforward. Standard controls. Oh, there's some deers there. Nice. Okay, so you can zoom in using insert and delete a scroll with the middle mouse wheel in and out, which it's pretty straightforward, guys. You know, I'm gonna continue reading these anyways. But like I say, if you played strategy games before, you're aware of the situation. So you can change the pitch of the camera by pressing page up and page down. All the keyboard keys are configurable. Now that you're familiar with the movement controls, it's time to start playing. The people you control need 3 things to survive: shelter, food, and a way to keep them warm in the winter. You may have noticed that some people have this floating icon above their heads, which is a house, which means that they need a place to live. Okay, so you can provide a place to live by clicking on the home button down at the bottom, clicking on the house again, and we can, let's just rotate it, and we can place a wooden house. Right. So, placing a wooden house leaves a footprint if it is built. Okay, so that's left like kind of like a footprint, as you can see on the ground. So what we're going to need now, we're going to need resources. So it's a typical strategy. You can read it on the top corner anyways, but what we're going to do is we're going to click on there and you can use it by the keyboard, and it wants us to basically stretch out that area. Right. So now they need a stockpile. So let's click on stockpile and let's put a stockpile right here. Okay, so the townsfolk will move the harvest rocks and trees to the stockpile. Once there are materials in the stockpile, the people will move logs and stone to construction locations. So as you can see, there he is. And now it's raining. So what I presume is going to happen is basically they're going to cut all this down over there. And once they cut it all down, it's going to go into this nice little location. Right, so while any townsperson can cut down trees and move materials from one place to another, some jobs require specialist workers. In the case of construction, you'll need to assign builders. Right. So let's get with builders. Right, so click on that for tools and reports, and we're going to click on assign jobs to citizens. Right. So at the moment we got no builders whatsoever. We got 8 labourers. As you can see, there's quite a lot of things. But basically, you're going to build a town. So we need to make 2 builders. Builders can now begin construction on the house. Just 1 house is enough. Alright, so you'll need 3 more houses to give other families a place to live. Right, so okay, so we need some more. Right. So we can press 1, and how do we rotate? So using the mouse, move the mouse to the highlight area and press the left mouse button. You may need to rotate the house to get them into place. This can be done by pressing T or R. Alright, so T, there we go. We're going to put you there. Why the houses in this weird kind of shape? I'm not too sure. Sometimes it takes a while for the people to do all the jobs. Right, okay, so if you're in a hurry, you can change the speed the game runs at by pressing F1. Press the fast forward button twice to increase the game. Okay, so 1, 2. Try using the modified game speed. You can slow down, pause, resume, and speed up the simulation. Once all the houses are built, the tutorial will continue. Speed up to 10 now. Damn, man. Look at them go. Like a time lapse. Well, one house is already built. They're now working on the rest of them. Now we wait. So yeah, this game seems pretty promising. I like building and creating stuff. It's going to spin around a bit. So the foundations are going down, the wood's going up, which is always a good sign. There's another house built. Alright, let's see. That one's up. The weather mechanics on this game is pretty good as well, because like I say, it cycles between all the different weather. So you've got rain, as we can see now, the rain's kicked back in. I think eventually it starts thundering lightning. I believe that it does have snow that comes because it goes off the seasons, which is good. Great. You built the houses, right. For all the townsfolk, that have seemed like a lot of work for a few houses, but now you know how to build anything. To build any structure, place a building footprint, the citizens will clear the area and then collect enough resources to build the structures. As long as the citizens assigned to build it, take care of the rest. Right. People are going to need food, otherwise they'll starve. You can acquire food in a variety of ways. They can hunt, gather and fish, plant crops, grow orchids, and raise livestock. If the people are close to starving to death, the hunger icon will appear above their heads. Well, that's not a hunger icon, but that is them saying, we're bloody cold. I believe, right. Since the town is near a river, the easiest way to quickly generate food is to build a fishing dock. Select food population from the toolbar. Now select the fishing dock by pressing the fish or 4. I prefer to click, to be fair, guys. So now we've got that. Right. We're going to need to rotate this. So let's... I wonder if we can, like, I would presume, like most typical strategy games, you can eventually upgrade them, because them wooden houses look shite. However, if we look at it this way, it's kind of olden days. Right, let's build that anyways. Right, so we have built that. Most buildings that produce food for required workers. You can assign a fisherman in the same way that you assign builders. Right, so let's have 2 fishermen. 2 builders, 2 fishermen. Right. Okay, we've got to go up again. Right, so we need 4 fishermen. You may notice that the icon above some citizens' heads. This means that the workers we just assigned don't have a place to work. As soon as the fishing dock is complete, they'll start working. Okay, and the icon will disappear. Right, so... Right, so... Wait while the fishing dock is built. You can use the time tools to change and speed up. Right, so... Put you back on 10. Yeah, look at him go. Bam, 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 bam. Right. And the game will continue once the tutorial is done. Okay, so it's done. If you build roads, people will move slightly faster as they move from place to place. Place roads by selecting the road tools, right? So it's going to basically, by the same things, go through everything. I don't know how long it's going to be, and if it's a really long episode, I do apologize, but all is well. This game is really promising, guys. I'm having fun playing with it, to be fair. Right. It's different. It's totally different from what I'm used to doing as well, because if I am not playing something random, I'm usually playing... Well, we all know I play Minecraft and a lot of things. So this, I think I'll do some live streaming on this as well, guys, further down the line. So don't forget, I'm busy trying to work on getting this Twitch channel, because my upload speed is absolutely terrible. So I've managed to kind of get to a point where I can sort of stream. Right, just have a quick drink. The same builders that constructing buildings will prepare the road for use. After they perform construction, the townspeople will move faster when traveling across roads. Okay. As the town grows and the workers produce food and other resources from many locations, it's useful to see an overview of what the town has available. This information can be found using the overview tool. It can be found in the cog at the bottom and clicking on this. Right. In the overview you can see the amount of stored construction materials, food, firewood, clothing and tools. You can also see current population, average health, which is the hearts, and happiness, which is the stars, as well as the current weather. Right, so the weather at the moment, the current weather is 80 degrees. I believe that is Fahrenheit, but all good. Right, amount of stored alcohol, nothing. For clothing, we have amount of stored. Right, so that's not too bad actually. They're all pretty happy and they've got alright health. Okay, let's leave you up because you're handy to have up. So when food and other consumable goods are produced, they need to be stored somewhere. Okay, so we're going to have to build a warehouse. That's basically what we're going to do. There'll probably be a barn or something on here, but... Storage barn, yeah, I was correct. Let's rotate you. How would you look? Just it, yeah. Oh, why not? Dun. Oh, wait it. Right, so once the arrow is pointing to... There's no bloody difference. Oh well, if it wants it that way, we're going to put it that way anyways. Okay, so we've got 32. It looks like also you can see that there aren't enough logs to build. You'll have to cut down more trees for construction to continue. Well, we could certainly do that. So we could press F9, actually pull up the menu and press number 3. And we're going to just basically cut, because it's going to tell where anyways. We've got no really massive choice, but... Boom! You're going to cut down that. What? The reserve of logs is low. Right, I was wondering what that was down there. The people also need a way to stay warm in the winter. This is the easiest way to do is cut logs into firewood. This is done by placing a woodcutter to work. Right, so... Woodcutter. So... We're going to get a little woodcutter going down here, guys. A little woodcutter. Right. So, if the townsfolk are in danger of freezing to death, this icon will appear above their heads. If they are overly cold, the people will return to home and go to the closest warm building they can find. This icon will also appear all the homes that don't have enough firewood. Right. So that's the icon which we had before, and it wants us to now speed up. Yeah, so there's the icon which we saw previously. So that means on the bloody cold side, you've got no firewood. Basically, keep yourselves warm. So, we will achieve that one. It's cool how to do this kind of like foundation. Damn, they cut down trees pretty damn quick. Starting to look kind of a friendly village going on here, isn't it? Look, you got people fishing there. You know, getting a bit of food going and that. Where's the food on here anyways? Let's have a look. Not a stored food, but I've got none because I keep eating it. Greedy little bugger. Got the barn coming up, so once the barn's up, that'll be alright. Got some houses going on. And we got a woodcutter. We've got a stockpile here for the time being. You know, I don't think this stockpile is going to be needed. They'll probably make me take it out. Because to be fair, the stockpile is getting replaced by the storage barn, really, if you think about it that way. So, you can always assign workers by using the profession tool, but you can also change the number of workers when examining the detail of the structure. Click on the woodcutter building to view its details. Okay, so assign one woodcutter by pressing the button, right? Yes. A worker will now start producing firewood. He or she will move logs from the stockpile to the building and cut them into firewood. The rest of the townsfolk will use the firewood to heat their homes. Nice. Now that the storage barn is built, the cart that the people arrived with is no longer needed. You can move it and anything else you build using the destruction tools. Okay, right, so select that and we're gonna go remove structure. So that's queued up for demolish. So it now wants me to speed up. Right, there we go. With some maintenance and a little luck, a small town like this will survive for many years. The children will grow up. Wait. Okay, well, I can't slow it down. The children will grow up, become workers, and have children of their own. New houses can be built, and the town can continue to expand. If at any point you need help with something in the game, or a description of how building or tool works, you can refer to the in-game help. And you can select the question mark, and it comes up with it all there. Well, we're not going to read that today, but we're going to click next. So, as the town grows, additionally specialized buildings can help make survival easier in this tutorial. You build work areas for blacksmiths, tailor, herbalists, and foresters. Okay, so this is tutorial part 2. What we're going to do is we're going to end this. Well, we're going to stop the video right there so it doesn't get too long. So, this probably will be a new series because this is pretty damn good. So if you like this, hit the like button as per usual. And until then, we will see you for part 2 where we will do this tutorial. Until then, go and try it out for yourself. You can get it on websites such as GOG and you can on Steam. It's pretty damn worth it. But that is all from me today. Adios, amigos.